I just wanted to show you how to access the equation editor when you're taking a quiz. So I'm in the student view right now, so I'm going to go in and take this quiz. It just has one question, and the question says use some symbols. So as you can see on mine right now, I have 3 rows in my toolbar, but when you first go into a quiz, you may only see 1 row like that. So my mouse is over in the top right hand corner here, and I'm clicking on this double chevron. So that's the first thing, is if you only see this 1 row of toolbar, then you have to click on this upper right corner double chevron and click on that to show more. So for example, if you wanted to write a pair of hypotheses, you're going to click on this little FX symbol. And let me move this where you can see it. And then, for example, you could type H and then use this symbol right here to put in your 0, and then use the right arrow key to move over, and a colon and a space, and say you wanted pi, that's right here, and you could say equals 0.5, and then you could hit enter and make a second alternative hypothesis by typing in the H and then going again to this subscript symbol and putting in the A, and then hit the right arrow key to get out of the subscript and hit a colon and a space bar, and then again here are the Greek letters pi. Now the not equal to, it's a little tricky. Over here on the far left, so I'm in the second tab over on the far left, that's a negation. So you click on that and then type the equal, and that will give you a not equal to. And then when you're done, you click accept. Okay, so that's, for example, how to make hypotheses. What if you wanted to calculate a standardized statistic? So again, if you click on the FX, let me move this into your view. Then you could say, for example, z equals, and then choose this fraction, and then suppose you're going to do 0.65, I'm just making this up, minus 0.5, then I'm going to use my down arrow key to get into the denominator, and let's suppose my standard deviation of the null distribution was 0.03, and then I'm using my right arrow key to get out of that, and then I'm hitting equals, and then you could calculate that. I don't know what it is, it might be 5, but I'm just making this up, so don't count on me. And then click accept. And I just hit enter to get to a new line, but you wouldn't need all this in one question. I'm just using one question to show you. What if we needed a square root? So for example, if I use the square root key and then I hit the fraction key, then suppose I want pi times 1 minus pi, so let's just suppose that's 0.6 times 1 minus 0.6, and I close the parenthesis, then I use my down arrow key to get into the denominator. Maybe I had a sample size of 50. Then I use my right arrow key to get to the end of that. Now here, when the entire expression is highlighted, if I hit equal, I'm still underneath the square root sign. So I'm going to backspace on that and hit my right arrow key again until I'm outside of the square root. And then I can hit equals, and again, I don't even know what that equals, but you would find it on your calculator and then put the number in. And let's do, for a quantitative variable, a standardized statistic. So I'm going to choose my f of x, and I'm going to put in t equals, and then I need a fraction for a standardized statistic. So let's suppose we're doing, I'm just making this up, 10 minus 8, and then I can either click into this bottom box or use my down arrow key. Here I need another fraction because I'm doing s over the square root of n. So let's say that that's 2, and then again I can either click into this box or use my down arrow key, and then I need a square root, and let's say the sample size was 25. and then I'm using my right arrow key, or I think I kind of have to use the right arrow key in that case, and I wait until I'm at the end of the entire expression there before I hit equals. And you'll know I'm hitting my left arrow key just as an example. If I hit equal, it's in the wrong place. So I right arrow until my blinker is covering the entire expression. And again, I don't know what that equals. Okay, so that's how you can enter symbol stuff if you needed to in an answer. So first thing is, if you don't see all that toolbar, you're clicking on this chevron on the right hand side, and then it's the FX. You have in here fraction, square root, superscript, subscript. Here you have the negate for a not equals in the next tab over, and then the fourth tab over is where you have pi and mu if you need Greek letters. And that's probably most of what you'd need, but of course you're more than welcome to look around if you want to see what else might be useful.